I'm Patty Norton. I am from Hanson Historical Society. Hanson Historical Society has been talking to the town and our own request, and we needed something to preserve some of our items, our paper items. And we have some old books and items like that, as well as the town. And so we didn't know what to do, so we presented to CPC a request for $20,000. Mr. Stephen Kemet here decided that he would be able to build the item for about $18,000. So that's what it costs. $1,800. Thank you. $1,800. And we built this item for $1,800, and it is to scan a book. You take a photocopy of it, you put it on a flash drive or on your computer, and then you can keep it from that, and then you can put it on your website, or you can take it to the town or any other request you'd like to have. But this, we have a lot of books that you cannot open up very well. They're so old and ancient. And this we thought would be a very good idea. As you can see here, it does not press down real hard on the book. It just opens very faintly. And we have an older book there that you can't lay it flat on a regular copy machine. It would ruin the binding of it. And so that is why we decided to do something along this line. Okay, Stephen Kemet is the person that built this, and he will talk from here on. Thank you.
So the machine operates based on a glass platen that gently presses the book so that you can get a flat image. The cameras are focused on each individual book so that when you're taking images of the book you can size it according to different sizes and make sure that you're getting a good crisp image of each page. So basically all you do after you've focused your cameras and you've gotten all the equipment powered on and connected to each other is you simply flip pages, lower the platen, and hit the space bar on the computer that's attached to it, and it keeps taking images and sorts them in accordance with which page you're taking. Odd numbers for one camera, even numbers for the other, and that's already all set into it before you even put the book on there. So then once you get your images, there are programs on the computer that will then clean them up, that will put borders on them, and then will process them into PDF files. So it's fairly simple and easy to use, and it will allow us to scan and preserve books that otherwise would have to be damaged or would require incredibly expensive machines in order to do. This replaces a machine that could cost as little as $5,000 and upwards of $20,000 to $25,000. So.
How long will it take you to scan a book, see that size on that?
Well, it's a process, but it's no slower than Google Books uses. Okay. So with a book like this, you can process about 10 to 15 pages a minute, which ends up being about an hour or two for a book this size, and then post-processing can take about a half hour, 45 minutes. But then after that, you've got access to this book forever. You can print it out and you can change the quality of the images that you have on it, because you start with the raw image and you have all of the other processed images afterwards.
And it's also good for putting it out on the web for someone that has never seen this before. For the town, an old town book, that would be very nice. Maybe an old census book that a lot of people might be very interested in. So you could have people not even from here, from Hanson. Let's say the family moved to Pennsylvania or further out to California. That person can then ask online if they could have a copy of it and or view it.
Now, is this something that you're going to consider putting in the body house once that's completed?
I don't think it will fit there,
Okay.
and it has to be secured, so we're having it here for right now. I haven't even thought that far.
Okay.
But most of the records are here that we want to have copied and or in the Hanson Historical Society building.
And I think it's important to note that a couple of CPC funding requests that we received were from the town clerk and also from the town assessor, and that those were for $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000, and that was just for one set of documents to get copied by an outfit. I believe it's up in Maine, Brown something or another. Oh, Alan, you would know. Yeah. And so, I mean, really just right out of the gate, you can see what a cost savings this would be. And Patty, as you alluded to earlier, really it's about accessibility, making these documents accessible to your average Joe sitting at home on his PC who wants to look up something
Right.
that otherwise he would have had to have come in and perhaps had the library and have to touch it, or, you know, white glove treatment, or perhaps not even have access to it if it was really in dire shape. So we think it's a great example of, again, stretching the dollar and ingenuity. Oh.
You see, they make all the stuff out of chrome, and there's no reason it can't be made out of wood. Well, maybe we'll put it online so you can look it up.
And I was thinking,
The computer's actually part of the price of the whole.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You only do a couple pages a minute.